all of you in this particular meeting, as I would say. Let's be, because meeting itself is becoming so difficult these days. So let's call anywhere we talk to people as a meeting. Okay, excellent. So just want to check category of people here. Students there, all of you?
Yes, students and parents will be there.
Students and parents are there. Okay, excellent. Okay, great. So I would like to quickly begin the session by just asking all of you to quickly in the next 10 seconds do a good evening to us. So on the count of three, when I say good evening, I want you to respond with good evening. Is that okay? All of you? Hello? Yes or no?
Sir, you want the chat box to be active, or the
No,
you don't want the to.
okay. Oh no, just for 10 seconds, if we can unmute them. There will be some mayhem, so be it. No problem. For just 10 seconds. Okay?
Children can unmute now.
Good morning.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Warm welcome to the
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Anand,
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Srinath sir, I hope everyone else is muted now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So, so what I'm going to talk about today is a very important aspect of life that is being challenged, as Devyani correctly said. Just hold on for 1 second, if you can hold on. I'm just putting on to my PPT very quickly. Yeah. So as Devyani said, the one thing that is very important, what's happening today is a lot of us are going through tremendous amount of challenges, and I would like to begin this, even though I ideally don't like to begin with this conversation, but to all of you I would like to begin with this conversation as to what is happening across in our lives today, what is happening across with people around, and what is happening. So as we would say, the most difficult times as we are facing today. So in this, each one of us is facing a different kind of a challenge. And what is the other challenge that we are all facing is also that today, with everything that was normal for us earlier, has now not it's not possible. A lot of, even stepping out is becoming difficult in the last 1 month. The way we worked, our routines, the way we lived in our house, so many things are changing across, and it is challenging a lot of us today. Yeah, correct, Lakshana. COVID, the root cause is COVID-19, as you correctly said. Yes, the root cause is nothing but COVID-19, right? So I would like a few of you to raise your hand and tell me, in the specific, in the last 1 month, one or two challenges, one or two difficulties that you have faced. Quickly tell me. Do not elaborate on it. You can just talk about it. Who can share? If you can raise your hand, Srinath sir will help me unmute. And Srinath sir, are you there?
Yes, I will help you, Anand sir.
Okay, okay. If any one or two responses I would need, so people can raise their hand and they can share about what are the challenges that they have been facing in these top challenges, important challenges. So who would like to share? Okay, Kalaivani says on. Yeah.
Santosh, I'm asking Santosh.
Yeah, Santosh, please, sir.
Santosh?
சந்தோஷ் இல்ல சார் அம்மா பேசுறாங்க அம்மா தான் இருக்கிறேன்.
Yeah, the mother wants. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, sure. Please go ahead. Soluma, go ahead.
என்னங்க சார் என்ன சொல் சாரி
The last 2 monthsல என்னெல்லாம் டிஃபிகல்ட்டி இருந்தது உங்களுக்கு?
கொரோனா பத்தியா சார்?
இன் லாக்டவுன் ஆனதப்ப.
பசங்களோட கொஞ்சம் மைண்ட் டிஸ்டர்ப் ஆகுது பசங்களுக்காக.
சரி.
எஜுகேஷன் ரொம்ப பாதிக்குது. ஃபோன்ல படிக்கிறதுனால பசங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப எஜுகேஷன் பாதிக்குது.
Okay. So what she's saying is, thank you, ma. Thank you so much for your thought. So main thing she's saying is education has been very difficult for students because things are going online. One of the things that is being of highly challenging times these days. Okay. And someone in the group also says we were not able to be socially bonded with our friends. Very true, very true. Man is a social animal today, right? And we need to meet people, we need to talk to people, we need to, at every age we need people. If we are at a younger age, when I say younger, you are in your 10s and teens, you want to meet and play. If once you cross teenage, you want to talk to people. Later you want to share with people. So many things are happening. Okay, yeah, one more. Yes, sir. We can have one more unmute and share what is their problem.
Sir?
Hello?
Sir?
Yeah,
Can
go
you
ahead,
hear
go
me?
ahead.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes,
We can hear
Mr.
you.
Anand.
We can hear you.
Yes, sir. My name is Ishra Abhinand, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, we can't, because of lockdown, we can't go outside, sir.
Okay.
So that if any materials we want also for education, we can't get it, sir.
Very
We
true.
can get it from online also, sir. But but some of them don't have online access, sir. So they can't buy it or get it from online.
They can't buy a car, they can't get it online. Yeah, very true, very true, very true. Getting out, even if you have a car, it is useless because in the lockdown, a lot of places you can't go. So, many a times you're unable to get what I can say, as you correctly said, anything that you may want that supports your education. There is a delay in it. It's not like earlier times you can walk in. Wonderful. That's a huge challenge, right? Can I have one more parent, sir? If I can have one more parent, share about
Yes.
it.
Any parent to
Any parents who may want to share their thoughts?
think Sakana is a parent with you. Sakana, if you can unmute.
Parent there?
Sir,
Yes, Sakana.
sir, my parents are not with me. Can I say?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Now that you're unmuted, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I faced many physical. I cannot do any physical activities outside.
Mhm. You can't do any physical activity. Yeah, very true.
We cannot.
Very true. Very true. Correct. Right. Yeah, very
So
true.
that
You
what
can't know physical activity, so that's a challenge. Okay, let's see if a parent can share. I would like a parent to share.
my
Yeah, the two
parents-
participants have raised hand. If it's a parent, then we're going to unmute you.
Yes, I'm gonna unmute Karishma.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a parent.
Let's talk to a parent.
Yes,
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good
Yes, ma'am.
evening.
Good evening.
This is Karishma mom speaking from Madurai.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Sitting in one place is really very difficult, sir, without going anywhere, without seeing our friends, without going outside, and just sitting inside and looking around the four walls is very much difficult, sir.
Yeah, correct. Sitting inside, looking at four walls. So these are different difficulties. Thank you so much, ma'am. These are different difficulties people are facing, like lack of physical activity, not meeting people, and there are families who have people abroad. They're not able to. Someone has just shared that. So a lot of things are happening today. Ultimately, why I'm picking this context is also today. Yeah, we have. Yeah, someone is talking about eyes. Yeah, physical challenges are there. Eyes are suffering. Very true. Correct. And Ananya talks about her sister being a doctor and how they are scared for her. Yeah, very true. So we are living. So what is it? What is it doing? So outside, different people, different challenges, not stepping out, not finding things. And today there are people across a lot of age group, people across age group today, where they are unfortunately and very sadly, there are deaths in the family today, right? And people are not well, and I know of students whose entire family is COVID affected. So many things happening. So income is affected. Very true. There is no holiday, nothing. So what am I coming at? What does it challenge us? Right? When everything outside is challenge, our normal life, we can't eat out, we can't do. What does it impact inside us? How do you feel inside? Can anyone tell me what is the feel? Okay, mentally we are stressed. One thing is stressed. What other feeling you have? Okay, stress, pressurized. Okay, feel pressurized. Okay,
You want me to
yeah,
unmute, sir?
yeah. Please. I people are responding on chat also, so I'm reading that. You can unmute also parallelly. No problem.
Yes. Praveen Mutturaj, you can speak.
Hello.
Sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Praveen.
Sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Praveen.
What question, sir?
How are you feeling in these times inside you in the lockdown? How are you feeling in the lockdown? Bored, frustrated, angry?
I think we've lost him. We'll ask
We lost him.
Jeevan
Okay, you
Prakash.
can unmute someone else.
Yeah, Jeevan Prakash, you can go ahead.
Sir, it's very difficult, sir, without stepping out and playing, sir.
That is right. How are
We
you
are,
feeling?
sir, too much lazy, sir, because daily, sir, getting up, waking up at 10 o'clock like that only. If we are sleeping at 9 o'clock also, we are waking up at 10 o'clock only, sir. It's too
Wonderful.
lazy
Yeah,
without
correct. So
playing.
laziness is important. There is Mr. Pavan there. I think Pavan seems to be a parent. Pavan, Mr. Pavan, are you a parent or Yadiva VBS say? Yeah, Yadiva's mother is there. So if you can talk, ma'am. Yeah, Pavan's message seems to be a parent, and Yadiva's mother is there. If you can unmute her, we like to hear her. Yadiva VBCA third A. Can you see her hand, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, you can unmute so that we can talk to them. Yadiva's mother. Hello?
Ma'am, you can unmute now.
Yeah, ma'am. Go ahead if you can unmute Yadiva's mother. Can't? We can't hear her?
Ma'am, can you please raise your hand now?
Yadiva's mother, can you just raise your hand? We want to hear you, ma'am. You have put in some thoughts on the chat. We would like to hear so that everyone around hears you.
Yes, ma'am, you can unmute now.
Okay. Sir, good evening, sir. This is Yadira mother.
Go ahead,
I
ma'am.
was suffering COVID-19, so I was fully depressed last 20 days. Sir.
Okay.
Because I'm a single parent, so my daughter also very upset for that time.
Mm-hmm.
So now I recover from COVID-19. So it's a very hard situation for me and to my parents.
Very good. So what was, I mean, very difficult. What was the feeling you went through in those days?
Actually, it's a hard time. I couldn't say how I actually I ran back to my home is very hard. So it's very hard to.
So you say on the chat you were fully
that
you were
I saw
depressed
my
at that
daughter,
time.
I feel very happy.
Now you're back.
Yes. Sir.
In your chat you spoke about being depressed. Yeah. During those
my
times.
daughter also depressed.
What depressed. Very true. So thank you, ma'am, because it is wonderful hearing from you, because what I call you as a COVID warrior today, and I'm sure there are many of them. We had an opportunity to one of them here. So thanks so much, ma'am, for sharing it, and great to see that you're back fighting
Okay. Thank you.
and
Thank
and happy with your daughter. Yeah. So depression is another word that is affecting
you.
people.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
ma'am.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Depression is other word that is affecting people. Right. So you see, parents are also facing, students are also facing. So people are facing different emotions like depression, laziness, stress. I see Janani typing 400 times. She has typed stress. Okay. So we see bored, angry, right? So many people are, and also we are facing helpline. So can I is Kyle there? Can she unmute? One more, then we'll move on. M Kyle 11G1. M Kyle, can you share your thoughts on the chat, on the audio? So if you can find Kyle and unmute.
Yes, Kyrie, can you please raise your hand? Yes, Kyrie can unmute now.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Kyle. You can share.
Sir, I'm facing some eye problem because of this online classes, sir.
Eye issue. Yeah, okay. So there are health issues coming up also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you see, thank you, Kyle. We just wanted to know what are some issues people. So people are also facing physical health issues. So what is one thing? Thanks all of you for sharing your thoughts. Pawan says last has been unprecedented, never been. Schools has been closed for such a long stretch, or man-made calamity, but are bombarded every day from to generate fear. Very true. There is fear. There is a fear psychosis around. Okay, and as ma'am said, there is depression. Uh, you know, there is anger. There is laziness. So many things are happening inside us, also happening. All these are happening inside us, right? Too much of information is causing all that. Now these are all what's happening today. We can go on complaining, go on cribbing about it, this happening. What can we do positively to fight this situation? That is what I'm going to talk about in the next few, in the next probably one hour plus, right? And this is not just us. The reason why we wanted to speak to you about it is, today everyone thinks because you're at home, you think I'm the only one facing the problem. Actually, the entire world is facing, right? India just faced 1 month's lockdown. But if you go around and check, UK faced 3 months lockdown. France has faced 3 months lockdown. Countries have faced continuous lockdown. People across the globe are facing this, whether it's a business loss, whether it's staying put at home, whether it's schools being closed in different places, children not going to close. It is not in one country. It may not be at the same time, but all age groups, everyone is facing this situation, and a lot of people also, unfortunately, sadly, are facing grief also. People are facing listless. All of these are common. How? Now we have two options. One option is to keep cribbing about it, keep talking about it, which is happening. Unfortunately, I've stopped taking phone calls even from relatives, friends. Okay, right? The reason is everyone picks up the phone and we start talking about it. I'll give you one small example. Yesterday, I was in a conversation with my mother, and we caught up. And as we are talking about COVID, I found out, which my mother was not sharing with us, that many of our colleagues' family, either colleagues have passed away. My mother is 70, by the way. She's a retired teacher. So many of our ex-colleagues, and who are friends, by the way, working for so many years, many of them have passed away or gone with COVID. Family passed away, 3 people. After a period of time, my mother said, Anand, let's not even talk about it. Yeah, it is very depressing. The more we talk, the more we build negative energy inside us. How many of you agree with me? How many of you agree with me? Correct. Very true. I can see tuck, 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 hands going up. People are raising hands like anything. Correct. The more we are talking about it, the more we are generating fear, the more we are generating negative energy. Does it help? No. Negative energy will not. You are walking towards it all the time. What do we need? To fight this, we need to generate positive energy in a difficult situation, which means we can only what generated positive energy in the past, like playing, going out, talking to people, is no more there. But still, we need positive energy, probably more than we ever needed in our life earlier. How can we do it, right? So, what has happened is in this scenario, with so many people facing, how do we do it? So, what these skills, because I'm going to talk about a certain skills which are essential to run our life first. And the life is inclusive of your, as a student, your life, as a parent, your life, as at work life, generally personal, at home, everything is life. So these are called life skills, and that is what I'm going to talk about today. Some essential life skills that can help us row our boat of life ahead. You know, today all of us are sitting in a boat which is getting stuck, which is not moving, which had a motor, the motor has failed. Now we have to use rowing, and we are struggling, all of us. Okay, the pain that we are facing, but we have to still row. How can we row the boat of our life ahead? Is to what we call as life skills. So, what are life skills? I'm going to share my screen now. So, these are essential life skills. What I'm going to talk about, because the entire world is facing, UN organization like WHO and UNESCO come up with 10 essential life skills for people to sail through difficult these times and sail through life generally, not just only these times, but to build those skills so that you can take ups, downs, challenges, difficult times equally and in a phased manner and come out with confident flying colors. I will take you into detail for that. So, why do we need these things today? Okay. We need these things because we need these life skills because we are in a state of transformation today, right? We need to transform, change ourselves. Simple example, what generated, like, you know, we used to go play for some time, it generates energy, positive energy. You feel good, come back, and today we can't play. Okay, right? Parents used to go for a walk, okay, spend time with their friends, go for a walk, buy something. You can't go out to buy anything, right? Okay. So a lot of things that used to give us energy, positive energy, is not there. So we need to transform our mindset first to generate positive energy from somewhere else. Right. So for that, we need to, very simple 4 step. We need to reframe. What is reframe? For years, I have looked at saying playing in the evening makes me feel better. Playing in the evening makes me feel better. I'm only looking at this. Okay. If you see reframing in my frame, I can only look at my screen. Now I have expanded my frame. What all can I look at? I can also look at my laptop. I can look at a mobile lying. So my vision is wider. So for years, I have had a vision saying, oh, I play in the evening. I'll feel good. I'll be motivated. Today, I can't play. So I need to look at other things. I need to look at generating positive energy through different sources, reframing, reorienting ourselves. Stepping out is not safe anymore. People who are getting COVID, 60 to 70% are people who have violated these rules. Right? Stepping out unnecessarily when you go to a shop, not looking at social distancing. So you need to reorient everything, right from the way you are going out to the way you are buying things, to the way you are interacting. Everything has to be changed. So your mind has to be reoriented, saying, first reframe, start seeing different things, then reorient. Reframing is only seeing. Reorienting is towards doing. Say, okay, Till yesterday, if I enjoyed a morning walk or playing in the morning, I can't step out today. Or till yesterday, if shops, I could go out and buy things for my school work, homework, design work at school, or any kind of curricular work. Today I can't go out immediately. What do I do? How do I manage it? Reorient, then realign. How do you realign? Today, if you see the way we are purchasing, things have changed. Right? Probably 1 year ago, if you needed one pencil, you'll buy one. Today, you may have to buy two, so that in case this pencil it ends, you can have one more. Similar with everything in life. We need to realign the way. How can I generate positive energy? What can help me generate positive energy? I was someone, I'll give you my own example. I had started last lockdown, had taken a huge toll on me. Okay. And the reason being, I had just before the lockdown happened, I lost my father. So entire family was battling something else, and then we kind of slowly moved in. So last lockdown, I kind of, first time happened, I was still disoriented. This lockdown, I said, one experience last year, I'm not going to repeat it. What I did this year was, last year, after 1 month of lockdown, it was 3 months it lasted, okay? Last year, after 20 days, I said, okay, I'm going to walk out. So I walked out and went to a park and did socially distanced walking, stretching, running. Everything I did with a friend of mine, we tried to play something also. Okay. This year, parks have all shut. What do I do? So this year also, I thought, okay, I'll go to a park and walk and keep myself fit. Parks are closed. So I reframed. I said, okay, what else can I see? And when I reframed, I found the staircase in my house. And I said, in the staircase in my house, I can do some exercises. And I started realigning, reorienting, and I realigned saying, even staircase activity is great. And I found out on the net, half an hour of staircase, step exercise on the staircase is equal to half an hour of running. And that's it, and connected to a new reality and made a statement saying, I am deriving the same positive energy from doing step exercise on my staircase as I used to do by walking. Very simple. I've transformed my physical activity goal into the staircase. Same goes with work, online mode. I am someone who's very used to classroom teaching or training or activity, you may say. I love meeting people in the classroom and working with them. No classroom for 1 year now. Initially, same thing happened, reoriented, and I found my ways to interacting with my participants on the online mode. Everything have to be shifted. I'm giving you my example. I'm sure many of you have done the same. Different things you realign, but we can only realign if we have positive energy. If so, we need to generate that positive energy through the 4 hours of transformation, right? Okay. So how can we start with action? I'm just going to touch upon this. I'm not going deeper. I've spoken about it earlier if you have attended also, and I will repeat it. We need to focus on circle of influence. Circle of influence is something lying in this. If we put things in this, these are items in the circle, whatever lies, we can do something about it. Circle of concern is something you only crib about. Like today, wow, when will the government lift the lockdown? Can we do something about it? No. Why talk about it then? Let the lockdown get lifted when it gifted. What can we do staying at home? What else can we do? Focus on things that you can work on. Be proactive on doing things. That is what we need to do rather than worrying, cribbing, stressing, getting frustrated, letting angry. Right? And through this energy is when we can garner those life skills. So how do we transform our life overall? First is a small thing, being proactive, which means focus on circle of influence, not circle of concern. Going through the reframing ourselves, realigning, reorienting, and connecting new reality, and building our life skills so that we are ready for any situation in life. So, what are life skills? What are life skills? And these life skills, mind you guys, is not only for a particular age group. These life skills go across age groups. Some may be highly relevant, some may be medium, but every life skill is relevant. You can talk about it across age group. Okay. So what are these life skills? What are these life skills? Okay. The WHO came out and said, we need to talk about life skills today. So what are these life skills? Okay. Life skill is defined as an ability for people to adapt and for adaptable and positive behavior that will enable you to deal effectively with demands and challenges of everyday life. Today, everyday life itself is challenging. So life skills are skills which will help you build an adaptive and positive behavior and work as an enabler. They work as an enabler for you to, just 1 minute guys, just hold on. So life skills work as an enabler for you to adapt to day-to-day challenges effectively, right? Adapt and build positive behavior. So what are they? Why life skills? Why do we need life skills? These are capabilities that we need across life. Okay. Yeah, someone raised the hand. Who was that? Any thought? People.
So they just again lowered their hand. Okay, now they are.
That's what. If you raise your hand, we're going to come back to you and ask a question. So if you have a question, then raise your hand. Okay. Yeah. Great. So why do we need life skills? Because today, if you see, the biggest challenge that people are facing is motivation. I have people who are really challenged and demotivated. Okay. Right. And it is not easy for people to motivate themselves today. So life skills will help you build that self motivation. Okay. Right. Life skill will help you build self motivation. Fine. Similarly, self leadership. We need to lead ourselves through different situations. We need to be on a driver's seat of our life, solving problems, handling difficult. Sorry, there's a typo there. Handling difficult situation. Okay, which is today's situation. Every situation seems to be difficult. How do we sail through it? We walk on the road. Tell me something. When we walk on the road and there is a pothole on the road, do we stop walking? What do we do? Any responses? What do we do? You can unmute one of them, sir. Two people raise their hand.
Ruth, okay. So Vishwa Abhinand, you can unmute now. Vishwa Abhinand, yeah.
Sir, we are not going to stop walking, sir. We are going to avoid it and go, sir.
Which means you find a way to cross it, right?
Yes, sir.
You don't go back in life. You don't go back on the road and not reach your destination, right?
Yes, sir.
That's self-leadership. In life also, you will be having pit stops, you will be having potholes, but you don't stop. You avoid, you navigate, and still reach your goal. For that, you need what we call a self-leadership. Okay? That's what we are all facing today. Challenges, schools not open, day-to-day life not there. We need to lead ourselves through it. Okay? Solving problems, very important. Problems are everywhere. Solving problems is extremely important. Life is a journey of problems, is what people say, right? Adapting at all ages, right? Today, I think parents, teachers, everyone is adapting, and that's a challenge we're all facing. Adapting to different situation is something that we all are facing as a difficulty today, right? When I say that, it's a difficulty because situation has changed across the board. It has changed across everything. Digital adoption, maybe probably for the students it is easier. For the parents group it could be difficult, or even for the students learning from online mode. Many of them wrote on the chat, sir, what online mode is frustrating. I don't want to attend online classes. Okay. Many people feel, but we have to adopt for that. That's a digital adoption. Success orientation, saying, even if you are home, even things are not great, let's keep working towards a success. Demonstrating ownership. Very simple. I own my life. I own my work. I own my studies, right? Which means I make sure that I attend classes and being accountable, that I will make sure that I push myself to attend classes, being accountable for everything that you're doing, self accountable. These are life skills. Once you have it, you will, mark my words, any tough situation in life, you are bound to sail through these difficult situations. Okay, right? So, what are life skills listed by self WHO and UNESCO? Number one is building self awareness. You cannot bring a journey of yourself unless you're aware of who you are. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? How do you work on yourself at any age? At any age, mind you, what, sir, I'm just 12, what self awareness? No, you need to be self aware. That do you study well in the morning? Do you study well in the evening? Are you comfortable studying at night? What makes you need to be aware what food makes you dull, what food makes you light, what should you not have in these times. Like I tell you, one of my friends, is making the stupid mistake of having heavy food without spending any energy, and he is having issues. He says, yeah, I'm very lethargic, I'm not able to generate energy. I asked him, what do you eat? He says, yeah, I'm eating this, that, and all oily food. I said, obviously, you'll find lethargy. You're not spending time at all, spending that energy. No, I said, where is your self awareness? You're not even aware. Okay. Today, people say you avoid throat infection. How many of you students specifically have avoided ice cream in the last 1 month? Good, good. That's a good point in self awareness. Saying, okay. You can stop raising your hand. You can pull out your hands, all of you. You can pull out your hand. I can see 60 people saying with a pain, Ayyo, I'm not able to have ice cream, yeah. And he's asking about ice cream, right? All of us love having ice cream, but we have to take care of your throat these days. We cannot push ourselves. That is self awareness. What I can do, what works for me, what does not work for me at any age, right? I want to play in the park. I want to play in the park. What else can, if you're self aware, you will find that you find the same enjoyment doing something else like that. Self awareness in everything, what works for me, what does not work for me, is very important. Okay, being self aware. Second is effective communication skills. Human beings work with each other, work around each other through communication skills. Very important. Today, people having low communication skills are challenged because they are not able to express themselves. Very important communication skill, whether it is writing, reading, whatever, you need to express yourself, whichever form. Most important, third, interpersonal relationship. How are we building our interpersonal relationship skill? Yeah, Kavyan Durevaju, what do you want to share? 8F. Has Kavyan raised his hand? Niranjana has raised her hand.
Sir, in between, I'm just lowering their hands.
Okay. If there's something they can share, no problem.
Yeah, okay. So you let me know when I can unmute.
You can unmute Niranjana and see if it was a serious raise of hand.
Niranjana VBC Kolapakam, you can unmute and talk, Niranjana. Niranjana, you can unmute and talk. Yes, Niranjana, you have unmuted and back to mute. You want to tell anything, Niranjana? You can unmute, tell.
No, sir, I'm sorry, sir.
That's what. Okay. So raise your hand when you want to share something or when I ask you to raise your hand. Okay. SP Kartika, one more, just let's try one more. SP Kartika. SP Kartika want to share something? No. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
in this situation, this is a panic situation, sir, in this COVID time.
Uh-huh.
Sir, without schools and jobs, it was too lazy.
Correct.
No income in lockdown. In this panic situation, we can't go outside for buying things.
Correct. So what do you want to say? What's your thought?
This COVID should be decreased in all the level.
That is going to happen. That's not in our hand, no? That is something we cannot do anything about. Can we do something about it?
No, sir.
Right. That is at a bigger level, right? So what I'm talking about, these are skills that we can build.
No, sir.
This 10 life skills that I'm talking about, we can do something about it. These are our skills. Okay. We can't do anything about COVID. COVID will come, COVID will go. We can only safeguard ourselves. Okay.
Sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that thought. Okay. Great. Right. So moving on, so third is an interpersonal relationship, because today we are not meeting people and we are dying to meet people. But what were we doing earlier? Right? It is important. People are your support system today. It could be one call with your friend that can help you. One friend can motivate other. You can build a good interpersonal relationship with them. That's important. Fourth, life skill, because man is a social animal. We need people around. So interpersonal relationship skill helps us build those relationships. Problem solving, ability to solve problems, all sorts of problems, not only mathematical problems, all sorts of problems that come our way, right? Decision making, making the right decisions is important. Creative thinking, right? Today you need to think creatively to do the same things differently. Okay, you need to take the right decision. You need to tell yourself that, boss, I may not be going to school, but like school, I want to be starting my class on time. Parents can take the same decision, saying, talk to their children and say, guys, let's not take the class from the bed. Let's sit there. Let's sit on the desk as if we are sitting in the class, right? You can take decisions saying, I'm not going to change my schedule compared to what I used to do in school. Probably I'm not able to go out, but I can do. A lot of decisions can be taken. Creative thinking, finding newer solutions to challenges is creative thinking. Okay. Empathy needed big time today. Many people around us are suffering, like she said, lack of job, people suffering with COVID itself, negative news. So we need to demonstrate empathy with people who are in a difficult situation and tell them everything will be fine. You need to understand, acknowledge them. In terms of empathy is acknowledge, putting yourself in other shoes and acknowledging what they are going through. Okay. Yeah. Critical thinking, stress management. Stress is highest today, right? Stress management is the most important, becoming a very important piece for. Earlier it used to be only for people about 20. No, today stress management is for people starting age of 3. Stress is everywhere. Like Janani has typed on the chat, stress. How do we manage it? Then complain about it. Emotional intelligence. How are we managing our emotions? Frustration, dejection, anger, depression. How are we able to manage it? Because our emotions affect people around us. So if a parent is depressed, the child will be depressed. If a child is depressed, parents will also be affected. Right or wrong? How many of you agree with me? How many of you have seen this? Parents can also raise your hand.
Shall I unmute few people, sir? There is.
You can unmute a few of them. See if we can get some parents. You can, all of you can raise down your hand. We like to listen to parents here. All of you raise down your hands.
Parents, I would request you to give me a personal chat message.
Yeah.
So that
Please.
I can unmute you.
Correct. So let's hear some parents here.
So here there is Hira. Okay, Hira, I cannot find you. Yeah, Hira, can you unmute? Yeah, please tell. Hira, you are
Hello?
unmuted. Kindly talk. No, Hira has muted back. So we will go to Aarti Arun. Aarti Arun, please unmute. Aarti Arun, yeah. Are you a parent?
Hi, I'm Arun.
Yeah,
Streets
go
and
ahead, sir. Go
Aspirant.
ahead, sir.
That's
Please.
right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So your question was about how we are managing, or
My
what does
question
it say?
was, do you agree with the fact that if a parent is depressed, the child is depressed? If a child goes through pain, parents also go through pain. Have you seen it this time?
Yeah, yes, sir. I think that's absolutely true because if your parents are, kind of, we are stressed or angry, and we are in a dilemma situation.
Correct. Dilemma situation. Well said. Yeah.
So it kind of creates a chaotic situation across the home. So that directly affects our children very much.
Directly affects our children. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about children being stressed about online mode and all?
Yeah, that is there, but I think they're able to cope up.
But is the reverse true? Does it affect you?
Yeah, to a level it affects, because sometimes we have work and all, then we also have to sit with them, and sometimes it is
Difficult to
mandatory for us
manage.
to sit with them. So that time, yeah, it puts a tricky
Stress.
situation. So if,
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Thanks.
if you're
Thanks.
not there, then it puts too much stress on the kids.
Yeah. Too much stress. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir,
Yeah.
for your
And
thoughts.
next, I would like to Ria. Ria, can you please unmute? Ria, Ria from Ology, can you please unmute? Yeah. Is this a parent?
Yes, sir.
No, is it a student or a
No,
parent?
sir, I'm a student.
Student. Okay.
We would like to listen to
I'm
parent
a
here.
student, sir.
We will come
Okay.
back to you, Ria.
We'll come back to you, Ria.
No problem. And Tanshika, can we have Tanshika to unmute? Tanshika, can we? Yeah. Are you?
Yes, sir.
Tanshika, your parent is there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can the parent talk?
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Go ahead. Ma'am, the question was, so I want to ask you, when you're in this situation, when your child is stressed, does it stress you?
No, sir.
Or it doesn't stress you?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else?
So somebody, okay, Balaji D, can you unmute, please, Balaji D?
Yeah, let's listen to parents here. Yeah.
Balaji D, please unmute if you are a parent. Yeah,
Yeah,
Balaji,
parents can raise their hand. Yeah.
is it a parent?
Sir, I'm sister, sir. I'm a sister. He's my brother.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Daily morning, we are difficult to cook in time, sir.
Okay.
ஏன்னா மார்னிங்கே வந்து சீக்கிரமா கிளாஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடுறாங்க.
Okay.
டைமிங்க்கு குக் பண்ணி தரணும். திருப்பியும் ஈவினிங்கும் வந்து அவனுக்கு டவுட் செஷன் கிளாஸ் வைக்கும் போது அப்பயும் அவனால காலையில இருந்து கவனிச்சதே கொஞ்சம் ரொம்ப டயர்டா இருக்கு ஒரே இடத்துல உட்கார்ந்தது. திருப்பியும் ஈவினிங் உட்காரத்துக்கும் அவனுக்கு ரொம்ப உட்காந்துனே இருக்கு, ரொம்ப டயர்டா இருக்கு. அப்பப்போ கிளாஸ் கவனிக்கதே படுத்துன்னு தான் கவனிக்க முடியுது.
ஓகே. சோ அது உங்களுக்கு ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் தருதா அது ரொம்ப?
சம்டைம்ஸ் அவன் கவனிக்க முடியலன்னா நான் கவனிப்பேன் சார் பக்கத்துல.
சோ நீங்க ஸ்டூடண்ட் ஆயிடுவீங்க.
நோட்ஸ் எடுக்கிறது அந்த மாதிரி.
நீங்க ஸ்டூடண்ட் ஆயிடுவீங்க அந்த டைம்ல.
ஈவன் அம்மாவும் கொஞ்ச நேரம் கவனிப்பாங்க. அம்மா டீச்சர், அம்மா கொஞ்ச நேரம் கவனிப்பாங்க. இது எல்லா வீட்லயும் நடக்கிறதுதான்.
ஆமா, நார்மல் அது.
அதனால எங்களுக்கும் கொஞ்சம் இதுவா இருக்கு.
Yeah, so you see parent. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing that. So you see elder sisters and parent mothers are also playing the role of students today. They are attending classes. So that's the kind of reverse test that is going through today, right? People are being stressed across because so emotionally today emotions are also challenged because people are also hearing different news, known people, relatives, elders, seniors. So how do we manage our emotions? Emotional intelligence is about managing our emotions, the ups and downs of them. Okay, right? And identifying, being self-aware that, probably I'm demotivated at this point to attend a class. What can I do myself to motivate myself? Parents able to identify that, you see your child being little demotivated, not demonstrating energy, understanding intelligently their emotions. As parent, you can understand others' emotions when you understand your emotions. Okay, so so these are some 10 skills across that. These are some 10 skills across that WHO and UNESCO have listed across in terms of saying across board. Along with it, these are 10 under 10 categories. Along with it, things like positive thinking that we already been speaking of. These are 10 key life skills that are listed by WHO and UNESCO for people to be able to manage their life effectively and take upcoming challenges and sail with it in their lives. Okay, understood what life skills are. So these are not, general நம்ம சொல்ல மாதிரி general life is no. Life skills are to run your life, the vehicle of your life ahead. நம்ம லைஃபோட வண்டியை முன்னாடி எடுத்து போத்துக்கு that is why life skills are needed. Okay, it's like these 10 skills are like 10 parts in a car. A car can only move when it has a steering, when it has what else a car needs other than steering to move? Anyone? I'm sure people can answer that. What else does a car need other than steering?
Tapasara, can you unmute and answer? Tapasara? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Mother. தமிழ்ல பேசுறேன் சார்.
Okay.
நான் வந்து போலீஸா வர்க் பண்றேன்.
Your voice is very low, ma.
Ma'am, can we come back to you? Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. Go ahead.
சார் நான் வந்து போலீஸா வர்க் பண்றேன் சார்.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
Ma'am, சொல்லுங்க ma'am. சொல்லுங்க ma'am.
இந்த COVID-19னால நானும் பாதிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கேன். ஆனா வந்து நான் வந்து மனசு மட்டும் தளரவே விடல.
Okay.
எப்பவுமே பாசிட்டிவா தான் இருப்பேன். என் பிள்ளைங்களையும் பாசிட்டிவா தான் வச்சிருக்கேன்.
Okay.
இப்ப எனக்கு நிறைய டைம்ஸ் கிடைக்குது சார். அந்த லாக்டவுன்னால என் பிள்ளைங்களோட ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்றதுக்கு.
Okay.
நிறைய வெரைட்டிஸ் ஆஃப் ரைஸ் ஃபுட் எல்லாம் சமைச்சு என் பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு கொடுக்குறேன்.
Okay. சரி, அது வந்து ஃபுட் எல்லாம் வயத்துக்கு நீங்க மைண்ட் செட்டுக்கு என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? மைண்ட வச்சுக்கணும். மைண்ட கரெக்டா வச்சுக்கிறதுக்கு.
மேம் உங்க வாய்ஸ் கட் ஆகுது மேம். உங்க வாய்ஸ் ரொம்பவே கட் ஆகுது.
ஒரு வேளை இந்த வேலையை செய்யுங்க.
Hello. Yeah, I think the voice is breaking here.
Yeah. Maybe we can go ahead with the next person, sir.
Yeah, you can.
We are good.
Mind வந்து
ma'am,
I will come back to you, ma'am. Yeah, I think the voice is breaking there.
Yeah, there is one Shiva Sashwat who has given me almost nearly 50 messages.
Please unmute him.
For unmuting.
Unmute him.
Yeah, now you can unmute Shiva Sashwat. Yeah.
Sir, can you repeat the question again, sir?
What else a car needs apart from tires?
Correct. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, it needs a steering, sir.
Okay. One steering. Apart from steering and tire, what else?
Sir, a glass, a metal.
Okay.
Door.
Door. Okay. What else?
Next, a tire. Next, what is it?
Most important part for a car to run.
Petrol, sir. Petrol, diesel.
Where do you put that petrol?
The petrol tank, sir.
And where does it go from the petrol tank?
It goes to the car, sir.
Car, where in the car? Which part in the car? That part is called engine.
Engine,
Okay.
sir.
The car has an engine. Okay, engine is very important. What else is important for you?
Sir, next steering wheel, seat belt, gear shift, headlights.
Okay, so you start the car. How do you stop the car?
Sir, brake, sir.
Ah,
Brake.
see, very
Brake,
important. Brake.
engine, turn light, tail light.
The turn light. See, you know tail light, turn light, and all. You should first know engine, brake, and how do you move the car? How do you pick up speed?
Sir, it became speed with the battery.
No, 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 no. How would you pick up speed? What is that called? Whether two-wheeler or four-wheeler?
Four-wheeler, sir.
Anything. How does the vehicle, what do you need to do to give it speed?
Sir, accelerator, sir.
Thank you. Guys, you're smart man. Okay, good, good, good. So three
you, sir.
things are important. Accelerator, brake, engine, petrol, tire. So a car needs at least 10 or 15 essential parts to run.
Sir, even radiator also there. No.
Radiator. Now we understood. Now you got it. Radiator, spark plug, battery, everything is needed.
Yes, sir.
Now internet is also an important part inside the car. Correct, no?
Yes, sir. For
See,
hearing music, radios.
for hearing music.
All these things.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you so much. So as you correctly said, car needs not only one part, it needs different part to run and do its job. Similarly, the vehicle of our life needs 10 different parts, 10 different skills. Like a car needs a tire, tire would be self-awareness, steering would be communication skill, our gear would be problem solving. Like that, 10 parts of a life. If life is a car, then these are the 10 different parts of our life. We need so that our life runs smoothly like a car runs. Okay, this is very important, which is why these have been listed by World Health. By the way, I don't know how many of you are aware what is WHO? Anyone can respond?
Anybody wanted to respond? Yeah, me, sir. Okay. So now that I've okay, guys, you don't actually literally want to send me 50 messages for me to unmute you.
Correct.
So Vishwa Abhinath, please, tell me.
Excuse me, sir. Can you repeat the question, sir?
What is the full form of WHO?
The World Health Organization, sir.
Okay, very nice. Okay, World Health, correct. What is the full form of UNESCO?
Vishwa, you want to tell this?
No, sir.
Okay. We will
Anyone else can try UNESCO?
UNESCO. Who wants to try UNESCO? Who wants to try UNESCO? Okay.
Parents can also try, no problem.
Umar Rashad Ahmad. Umar Rashad Ahmad, please unmute.
Yes, sir.
What is the full form of UNESCO?
Yeah.
No worries, no worries. We'll get back to you. No problem.
No problem, no problem. Don't worry, don't worry.
And
it's not a test. We're just trying to understand, connect to you. So I'll tell you what UNESCO is to all. Any parent can answer. Parent can also answer.
There is one Hema Ambiga who wants to answer, sir.
Go ahead, Hema.
Can you please? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What is the full form of UNESCO?
UNESCO, ma'am.
The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization.
Good, very right. So currently, UNESCO, United National Education, Scientific Cultural Organization, and World Health Organization, which also comes under the banner of UN, United Nations, for the world's benefit of the people of the world, they have lifted this 10 life skills. Okay, right? So, so I'll just give you a little flavor of what they are. Okay, so let me give you a touching flavor of what each of them are. Okay, yeah. Just hold on, guys. Just hold on for 1 second. Just hold on. Just hold on for just 1 second. If you can hold on, that will be great. Yeah. So let me. So self-awareness. What is self-awareness? Self-awareness, being aware of myself, is a combination of how I think about myself. I will talk about self-esteem in the end. Let me talk about the other 4 quadrants. Okay, this is called a matrix. Okay, so self-awareness is first self-performance in various roles, which means our understanding, our confidence of performing, like how I think I'm a student. How am I as a student? Am I a good student? So if I feel I'm a good student as a student, I'm going to feel better about myself. But I need to be really aware. I can't score 33% or 40%, 50%, call myself a good student. No. Right? I can't be rude to my teachers and call myself a good student. No. How am I performing in that role? For parents, how am I as a parent? How am I taking care? Like one of our team members, participants here spoke about how she has to take care of her younger brother, has to be taken care with timely food, taking their notes. What is the understanding of how are they performing in the role? Are you aware? How are you performing in that role of a parent or performing the role of a student? What is, whether you are good at it or not? Right? Yes, there are certain set standards which are called good student, good parent. You can compare yourself to that and then say self-awareness is, am I there? What I need to improve in that. Self-identity is how I identify myself. What is my self-identity? How do I identify myself? Do I identify as someone who paints well, someone who's good at mathematics, right? Someone is good at a particular subject? Do I identify myself as someone who is probably as they would say, supportive of my children as parents? Okay, I always support my kids. What is my identity as what is my identity that I and not others? What do I like? If you ask me, I call myself someone. My identity as a teacher, facilitator, you may call as a training when I conduct my workshops, is that I help people understand sets of knowledge. I connect with people, help them understand. That's what I call myself as identity, self-identity. This is why I was asking you questions to understand what is going in your mind. Okay, I ask those questions to people so that in a large group, so that people can share what they think about it. Okay, so self-identity, how do you identify yourself? This is about, one is your performance, are you performing well or not? One is how do you identify yourself? Third is called the body image. Body image is what is my physical confidence about my physical self. It's not about I'm good looking or bad looking. What is my confidence? Am I aware of my body language? Right? Am I aware that when I'm tilting my head and talking like this, it is distracting you because my body image is not coming across? Secondly, what is my perception of my body image? Okay, like I don't do call sitting in the bed because I'm 6 foot tall and I can't do so. I know what is my limitations and what are my strengths. Okay, right? I'm a tall man. So when you're tall, there are certain things you can do, certain things you cannot do. I don't do certain things. I'm aware of what is my image of my body. So how do you see yourself? How do you understand what is possible, what is not possible, what you can reach, what you cannot reach? A lot of things. Overall, put together, self-esteem. How do I feel do I feel good about being myself? Self-worth. I'm not worthy of all this. That is low self-esteem. I'm feeling good about myself. I wake up in the morning. I feel good about even brushing my teeth and spending the day. That is self-esteem. Okay. Yeah. So self-awareness is a combination of all these 4. Your performance in various roles. How are you performing? What is your understanding of performance? Your self-identity. How do you identify with yourself? Your physical body image of yourself. And overall, your self-worth, self-confidence, self-esteem. How do you feel? How good do you feel about yourself? Put together is self-awareness. What works for me? What doesn't work for me? Where do I stand? A lot of people mark their self-awareness to certain benchmark. That can be done, but a lot of times it can be counterproductive also. You may benchmark yourself to Sachin Tendulkar. You may be a cricketer, but Sachin Tendulkar has already done 200 test matches. Yeah, to reach there, it will be too long. You may beat yourself unnecessarily, right? So you can compare with people, but comparison doesn't help. Self-awareness is about being aware of yourself. Any questions here? People have raised their hand. Any questions here? What is self-awareness? Any questions? Any thoughts?
Okay, Sairam, you can unmute.
Sairam, if you can unmute, any thoughts?
Sairam has lowered his hand again. Praveen
Yeah.
Muturaj, please unmute. Praveen Muturaj, please unmute.
Yeah.
Praveen Muturaj, you can unmute, please. I've asked you to unmute. Yeah.
Sir?
Yeah,
Yes.
Praveen, go ahead.
Sir,
Yep. Go ahead, go ahead. Any questions?
sir, what is mean by self-awareness?
Self-awareness is a combination, is a sum of self-esteem, body image, self-identity, and your performance in various roles that you undertake in your life. We could be a son, grandson, student, teacher, friend, brother, sister, everything. Parent.
Okay. So
It's a combination of everything.
Yeah. So going to next person, Amudan. Unmute, please, Amudan.
Sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Amudan.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Good evening to you, sir. For this self-awareness, I have two doubts, sir. I have like I would be analyzing myself in this lockdown. As tried, I was being very lazy and useless in my home. So I analyzed myself what I should do. But I had nearly I had tried to do it, and nearly I had drafted a chart, but I can't do anything in that. So that I had found why I can't do that. I found that I need self-discipline. So I tried that and these steps and tried so that I can't being patient. So I needed patience. So
Correct.
Can you please say me how to improve this self-discipline and patience?
Wonderful. So we are talking about self-awareness, right? So the best thing that you have done, I didn't get your name. Can you give your name again? Amudan, wonderful self-awareness activity, reflection that you have done, and you say, I need patience and self-discipline. Okay. Very simple. The first step to self-awareness is not the action. It's first being aware that I need self-discipline, and that is self-awareness for us. Okay. So you're being self-aware. Having said that, I'll give you some thoughts on how do you want to improve your patience. Okay. A lot of people have different mechanism of being patient. Patient is about having that ability to wait with a hope. You can only wait when you have hope, saying things will happen. Telling yourself that I'm walking in the right direction and I will get through is patience and hope. Patience comes from hope. If you don't have hope, you become impatient. Understood? So let's say you're writing your exam and you want your result right now and the result is not coming. Tell yourself, yeah, I'll get a good result. Let the result come on its own time. You are asking for the result immediately because you're anxious. You may what mark you want. You may not get good marks. Tell yourself everything will be fine. Be confident. You will develop that patience. Patience comes when you build hope and say things will happen. Whatever you want will happen. Slowly your patience comes through. With people, patience has a different angle. Like let's say something your father does, you get upset. Your father and you're not patient with your father. You want immediately. You ask him for a pencil, he's not getting it. You start throwing tantrums. No, you be patient. You understand. With people, patience comes with understanding. You understand. Yeah, he's doing something else. He's my father. He will never deny me a pencil. Again, hope. Hope and understanding with people builds patience. Patience is also holding back, not getting edgy, saying, "Arey, yeah, this is not happening." It will happen. That is patience. Did I answer your question, Amudan? On patience?
Yeah, Amudan, you can reply.
Sir, you are saying correct, sir, but how to get that hope? How to get that?
What is hope? What is hope?
Believing in a thing.
What? No. What is hope? What is hope? What is hopelessness?
Not at all very demotivated, like not at all having any interest, like depression. It's nearly like depression, but like not having any
I'll give you one question. Lockdown. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is hopelessness connected to lockdown? What is a hopeless thought?
There nearly like the some persons are with like many members have been having jobs like lost jobs like milkmen who want to supply milk. The milk trucks have been stopped, so that the milkmen would be a bit of hopeful in the first lockdown before year. But now they have extended the second lockdown in Tamil Nadu, so that many milk drivers would be not having the enough savings because it would be supplied in the first
So they don't have enough saving, enough money. What is hopelessness in that situation?
So that they're hopeless. How can I how can I buy things for my family? Because
No, the hopelessness is not how can I. Hopelessness is I can't buy, yeah, I will die, things are going to doom, negative energy. Hopelessness is only looking at all the negative things. Every situation brings a positive and a negative us. Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Right. So you choose. Hopeless people will choose to see only negative. Away, job gone. How will I eat? Away, nothing to buy. People will die. People will die of hunger. Okay.
Sir,
Whereas the hopeful person is a positive person. He will always in the situation look at no problem. 20 days later, shops will open. One week later, I can recover my business. Hopeful person will say, okay, I need money. Let me see what else can I do today. He will learn new things like digital marketing or something. So, something will a lot of people have turned their business online. Those are hopeful people. People who have shut their business are hopeless people. Very simple. Hopeful people see things happening. Hopeless people see the future not happening. Hope and hopelessness is about the future. Hopeful things will see things happening in the future on a particular direction that they want to see. Hopeless people will see things not happening. Hopeful student will say, boss, I study, I work hard, I'm very hopeful I'll score good marks. Hopeless, I'm not going to get any mark here. That's a hopeless student about the future. Now, did I answer your question?
Sir, it's okay, sir. Then how to improve the self-discipline? Can you please? Sir,
Hope. When you have hope, you will build patience. So your answer on patience is clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So you'll patiently. Self-discipline is setting goals for yourself, setting benchmarks. Making a plan, very simple, and sticking to the plan. Basic. I'm not giving you any high funda. What is discipline? When do you want to get up in the morning? What do you want to do? How do you do it in a structured and way is called self-discipline. Self-discipline is not imposed, which means discipline is imposed. Your father comes at 6:30, wakes you up, kicks you up, and you wake up at 6:30. I wake up at 6:30. That is discipline. Your father does not come, you sleep till 10 o'clock. Self-discipline is no one is waking you up, but you wake up at 6:30. 9 or 8:30 class, you're there at 8:15. That is self-discipline. First, self-discipline comes with punctuality and managing time. What has to be done on that time has to be done on that time. There is a submission today. Come what may, you're submitting before time to your school. Taking bath. If it's important to take bath, discipline is important, take bath before you attend your class. You make sure, and self-discipline is consistency, which means that's a difficult part. Starting to being disciplined is okay, but maintaining consistency is difficult, which means discipline is about having a bath at 8 o'clock and finishing your breakfast at 8:15 and sitting on the class at 8:25 for 8:30 class. Doing it day in, day out. That's what Virat Kohli does. People follow cricket. Virat Kohli is not a great cricketer like Sachin Tendulkar, but he has become great because of self-discipline. He doesn't eat a few things. Sachin Tendulkar also came with great discipline.
Sir, read in his biography, they had told that he had not ate junk foods and was very depressed in his nights because it has tempted him a lot, so that he had like he had controlled himself and
Who controlled himself?
Virat Kohli was
correct. That is self-discipline.
Yes,
He
sir.
controlled. He said, this is for my good. I have taken an oath that I will not eat this food, which means I will not. Similarly for you, nothing. Tonight, make a plan of what time you will get up, what time you will have your brush your teeth, what time you will eat your breakfast, take your bath, sit in your class, sleep at night, have your lunch, dinner, and follow it tomorrow to the T. That is self-discipline. And keep following it for the next 1 month. You will be disciplined. But don't have your lunch at 5 o'clock in the evening. Lunch had to be had between 1 to 2. Okay. Correct. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's move on. Did I answer your question on self-discipline? Okay, I think I have. Okay, great. Let me move on to the next part. So self-awareness is a combination of self-esteem, body image, performance in various roles, and self-identity. Now, effective communication. There are 4 parts to communication. I'm sure all of you know. People think communication is only speaking. No. Communication is also being a good listener. So speaking, so communication. So when a child is born, when as a kid you started speaking, what did you do first? Speaking or listening? What do you think you did first in your life? Listening or speaking? Hello?
Anand sir, you want me to unmute somebody?
Yeah, unmute couple of them.
Yeah. Monisha, you can unmute and tell.
Just speaking, sir.
First thing, what did you do? Think about it. Listening or speaking? First thing in your life.
Speaking, sir.
Think about it.
We will come back on
We'll
this.
come back to you.
Yeah. So next, I'm asking Subiksha. You can unmute. Subiksha, you can unmute. Yeah. Tell.
Sir, listening.
Okay. Can you explain how?
So first of all, when a baby is born, they couldn't speak. After they will listen what we have spoke. They will listen, and then only they are able to speak, sir.
Correct. Thank you so much. Wonderfully said. Yes, a child first starts listening, and based on what it's listening, it starts reproducing and speaking slowly. How did we learn speaking? We hear a parent speak, right? So we are listening to parents first and then speaking. So listening happens first, speaking. Same way with writing. Reading happens first, writing happens later. So listening and reading are input functions, and speaking and writing are output functions. Okay. So these for someone to be an effective communicator, these are the 4 important things that you need to have. Okay, right.
Anand sir, your voice is getting a little lower.
Yeah, thank you. Is it okay now?
Now it can be better a little bit more.
Is it
sir.
okay?
Yeah, perfect. Perfect, sir.
Perfecto. Just hold on for 1 second.
No, it has again gone down. Can you move the mic a little bit closer to your mouth? Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Okay, sir. It's audible. Yeah.
Yeah, Neha has been, okay. Correct. Wonderful. Just hold on for 1 second. Yeah. Just hold on for 1 second.
So meanwhile, I'll just lower all the hands actually.
Yeah, you can lower the hand.
People who have raised hands, you can lower it yourself.
Yeah. Right. So now we want to talk about, for many it may look at a little high funda, but I'm still trying to explain to you what is emotional intelligence. It's very simple. How do emotions are the feelings that we go through? Frustration, dejection, disappointment, happiness, sadness. How do we manage them? Very simple. I'm not going to get into the jargons that you see on the slide. I'm going to just talk about simpler things here. Self-awareness. Am I aware of my emotions? When do I get angry? What do I do when I get angry? How do I deal with it myself? When do I get depressed? Am I depressed, or when do I get really happy? What do I do when I'm happy? I had a friend, I'll tell you a funny story. Okay. He was a friend in my school. This idiot, I call him an idiot, okay? His habit was, whenever he used to be happy, he would start slapping people, left, right, and center. How would it feel? People would, he'll be happy, smiling, jogging, and slapping, patat, patat, he slap and go. One day people said, this idiot, why is he trying to do this, yeah? I'm happy, no. I like to, I'm happy. So someone said, are you aware what do you do when you're happy? You go mad. He said, I don't know what I'm doing. When I'm happy, I'm happy. He was a topper in the class. The moment he used to get the top 100% marks, he'll just go mad and start slapping people left, right, and center. Someone said, you're not even aware how you react when you're happy. Right? I'll give you another story of a student. And this is a story of a student, by the way. When he used to get angry, he used to beat people up. I'm sure many of you do that. Please don't do that. Is it good? No. Right? In one of these classes, one of these students pulled out a compass and came to hit, and he was expelled from the school. Because no control on your anger. You have to be aware that where am I? How do I deal with it? If I get angry, don't be proud of it. Social awareness, which means how does it impact others? What are some emotions around? What emotions do I get impacted from? Social awareness. How does my emotion impact others? And awareness of what are emotions running. Today I see a lot of people socially not being aware. Media is, unfortunately, sorry to say, media is not being aware that negative information is depressing people. They keep giving negative information every day. They're not being socially aware. They're not being aware of the emotions that is running around in the society today. You need to be aware of what's happening around. And then your connection. What do you do once you are aware that your anger is you have sharp anger? How do you manage it? What do you like? Amuday just asked about self-discipline. He's good. He's very well aware that I need to be self-disciplined. I am basically not there. Now he's asking me questions, sir, how can I be disciplined? How can I build my patience? That comes under the circle of self-awareness. Okay. Last but not the least comes relationship management. How do you relationship interplay of emotions? How do I identify other person's emotions? How do I respect other person's emotions? How others respect my emotions? This is important. You're feeling depressed. Your brother or sister, are they able to understand? As a parent, you're feeling helpless. Are your kids able to connect to the fact that you're feeling helpless? Parents feel great when kids connect and say, do not worry, let's sail through it. Things will be okay. Relationship goes, the bond becomes stronger. Okay. So very simple, self-management, self-awareness of your emotions, social awareness of what are the emotions running around, managing your own emotions, and managing your emotions in respect to others and others' emotions. When someone shouts at you, how are you reacting to it? That's relationship management. Someone is angry, how are you able to deal with that person's emotions? Someone is upset, how are you able to deal with it? I am currently dealing with a friend of mine, okay, who unfortunately lost his mother and is struggling with it. So I'm trying to deal with his emotion. I'm trying to be aware of his emotion. And I'm also aware that I'm with him in the conversation, I'm not able to deal with his emotion beyond a point, which means I'm not able to give him solace or give him good word. Beyond a point, I'm getting affected. So I am aware that beyond this point, I should not have this conversation with him. It may happen to many of you. Your friend is upset. The friend calls you and tells you that, hey, that happened. You also get upset. Don't you get upset? You should be aware. This is my studies time. I shouldn't get upset. That's being aware of each and every emotion of ours, being in control of them is a very important life skill. Okay, I think we have time enough to just touch upon, flavor these life skills, but we can talk about it in detail sometime later. So what do life, I'm just coming to the end of a session, so give me just 2 minutes before I end. So how can life skill enable you for a good life? It helps you build self-confidence, the 10 life skills. It successfully and deal with significant life changes and challenges. The process of transformation, of reframe, reorient, realign, and connect to new reality becomes easier through the life skills. Right? The life skills are skills that you have which you can use to go there, adopt to the situation. It gives you a confident voice. You feel confident about yourself and you appear confident, gives you an enduring personality. It gives you a pleasant personality, and you also are able to endure with a lot of things in life, and a good presence in the professional world as well as society at large. You can be a topper, that is technical skills, but you need to have life skills to take your boat of your life ahead successfully. Okay, I think that brings us to my end of a session today. Any questions quickly? Anyone has quick question? 1 or 2 I can take so that and then we can end the session next 3-4 minutes. 1 or 2 questions. Any thoughts?
Praveen Muturaj, quickly, can you unmute? Yeah.
Sir, how sir?
Yeah, go ahead, Praveen.
Sir,
how to control my anger?
Anger.
How to control my anger?
Okay. Common idea was that. You get angry. Okay. So how to control my anger? Very simple. Tell yourself, number 1, tell yourself, be self-aware that I get angry, which you are. Tell yourself anger is not good for health and others, my health and others' health. And whenever you get angry, go and have a glass of water. That's it. If you're self-aware, deal with that. Self-manage. And tell yourself that getting angry will not help. Having a conversation, talking to that person will help. You have to go cool yourself, okay, and talk to the other person. So have a glass of water whenever you are angry, cold water. It will, first of all, it will settle you. Then tell yourself, I need not be angry. I want to be calm and talk about it, that the issue, rather than be angry. Okay?
How to improve my studies?
How?
Because I am a slow learner.
Sir, we can hear you.
No problem, sir. You can share his question. No issues.
Yeah, you can tell the question, sir.
Okay.
I think they went on mute. So
one more
question from Abhirami R. Please unmute. The
Go
last
ahead,
question.
Abhirami, unmute. Go ahead, Abhirami.
Excuse me, sir.
Go ahead, Abhirami. Yeah.
Sir, my brother gets angry often, sir. I can't even control him, sir. He's not even ready to.
How old is your brother?
Sir, he's only 6 years, sir.
That is only 6. Anger can be dangerous for them also. Okay. So when he's not angry, try, and he's a small kid. You cannot give him reasons like I am saying. Tell him, give him stories of how anger is not good. Tell him don't get angry. When he's not angry, talk to him.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell him that anger is not good. Give him good stories of how anger has not been good to people. and give him tips that when you're angry, do this, do that, like having a glass of water, don't throw things, it will not help. Talk to me, what do you want? Encourage conversation instead of anger. 6 is too small, okay? But you can still help him not being angry.
Yes, sir.
Give
Thank
him
you,
a lot
sir.
of love and affection. A 6-year-old kid gets angry when they don't feel they they are being loved by people around.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he's your brother, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, give him a lot of love and affection. Talk to him. Make him, you're the elder sister, make him understand that what he can do when he's angry. And getting angry is not good. Ultimately, once it cuts across him, you will see him slow. But you don't expect a change overnight. Okay? It will take some time for that change to happen.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Before we get out of the session, just want to ask, was this session useful for you? We can unmute and say yes or no.
Just a minute, sir.
Yes, sir. It was.
You can also respond on chat.
Yeah. Was this session useful? You can respond on chat.
Also, you can share if you want to share on the audio.
Dakshin, please be ready. Dakshin, please be ready. Yes, 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 yes. We are getting a lot of yes.
Okay.
I'm just going to do a 1 minute unmuting, sir.
Okay, sure.
Students, now you
Yes,
can
sir.
unmute.
Very useful, sir. We liked when we liked sir. Very useful, sir.
In this lockdown,
Useful, sir. Yes, very useful.
Great, great. Anand, sir, you are on mute. You are on mute, sir. You can unmute, please. Yeah.
Thank you. I can see very useful. Yeah, I think this is a vast subject, and I think in the 1.5 hours, I tried my best to touch upon, give you the crux of everything, and touch upon a few key things that are important both for the students and parents. That's what I've tried. Wonderful working with you all. Would love to do more on this area there.
So to
Yeah.
officially end the meeting, I would now call Dakshin from TVIS. Dakshin, can you please unmute Dakshin? You would have had the co-host rights. Yeah. Dakshin.
A very good evening to all present here in this virtual platform. Gratitude is the overwhelming expression of goodness that fills our life. I, Dakshin from the Velamal International School, take this opportunity to propose the vote of thanks. I thank the Almighty for the boundless blessings that has convened here for the successful conduction of today's event. My revered gratitude to our zealous director sir and director ma'am for the untiring efforts to create the best of opportunities. I sincerely thank our esteemed guest Sri Anand Kumar Narayanan for guiding students to unlock their potential to achieve the highest goals. Thank you, sir. My heartfelt thanks to Mr. Murli Chirot, the creative director, Mr. Bivesh, the head of Chitravati, Mr. Srinath, the head of business strategies, and everyone who has helped us to make this event possible. Good things come to people who wait, but better things come to those who go out and get them. I thank all our students who have seized the opportunity to equip the necessary skills to meet the challenges that lie ahead with all grace and poise. Thank you, friends. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful working with you all. Learn about life skills, practice them. It'll take you further in life. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you, Anand sir. Thank you, Melissa, Srinath sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Sujit
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, Anand sir.